Sports betting brethren, hey, bring it up, and thanks for stopping by. My name is Boyd. I'm a sports betting market analyst with oddsjam.com. We teach you how to bet like a pro. Today's topic is how much to bet. How much should I bet? How much should I bet in different situations? And as always, a question for people is to try to understand how they should manage their bankroll. So I want to go through some of those tips and methods and ways to help you increase your ROI, maximize your bets, and also minimize that. Before we get into the topic at hand today, I want to remind you can join the community. We started a community with the link down below where we'll send you 2 emails per week, video emails just like this, and it's going to go through kind of some specific things for you to help you increase your ROI and also give you some of the bets we're taking a look at and using so you can make profitable wagers. And you can sign up for the community and get all the insights, more news, more information, more on a customized basis sent to you directly. So sign up for the community, read the link down below. Now let's get take a look at the bet size and talk about that. All right, guys, here we go into bet sizing and bet amounts and kind of helping you understand when to bet up, when to bet down. I'm not a big believer in the flat bet amount. I just don't think that's any way you can get ahead and really build that bankroll. It's a little bit more difficult to do because you're going to have edges and values when you should take advantage in mathematical theory of how this works. And so I think when you're doing flat bets, it's fine if you want to kind of set that amount in your head and kind of use that amount. But I think really in order to get ahead and use some of the Kelly criterion factors and numbers, you're going to do a lot better, especially with a low bankroll, to manage it correctly, manage it wisely. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here with some of the OddsJam tools. All right, guys, the first thing I want to talk to you about is the positive EV screen here. You can see the percent edge. And so when you have an advantage, when you have an added advantage, and that's really what sports betting is all about, is when you have an edge. So certainly when you have a higher edge, a bigger edge, you want to take advantage and bet up on those particular situations because they're mathematically profitable, comparing them with the market making book. So example, Pinnacle market making book here's at minus 127 and they're at plus 104, and you can get this at plus 130 at FanDuel. Why would you not take advantage of that and really expand your abilities to profit more? Now, you certainly don't have to follow the recommended bet size. This is based on a budget of a $5,000 budget on this particular wager with a 3.53% edge. It's recommending that. You don't have to, standard go about sticking to that number. If you feel like the confidence level is a little bit lower, you certainly can do that. And I will tell you that when you look at some of the charts and some of the data relative to the market movement, you can make some decisions on which way the market is going. And so certainly this is going, that direction to where their plus 117 is now plus 104. That's a good thing. That's a really good thing because this looks like a very good outlying situation to where you can pick this up at plus 128 versus the plus 104 the Pinnacle would have. And so you can see some other books are even close, but not as good as this 128. So that's why I recommend losing the flat bet mindset and using some of the tools with OddsJam here. You can see some of the calculators. You can go to the Kelly criterion calculator and use that to help you identify your budget, your risk factors, and plug some of this in. So you can actually, discuss and not discuss, but basically input the risk factors. Certainly the higher the risk factor and the various odds going to help you manage this bankroll with the amounts and the percentages that you will find back over at the positive EV page, and really put this together so you don't have to think a lot. You don't have to stop and wonder, what should I put in? This gives you an idea of what you can do with the different options relative to the recommended bet size. And so you don't have to follow it, but it gives you some parameters so it takes the guesswork out of it, and you can move through these really, really quickly with confidence, knowing that you have an edge, or maybe if you have a lower edge, you can bet down and adjust it accordingly. So it really helps you come up with a better plan and a better strategy with your daily betting heuristics. And I think that's really the way to go to help you maximize the profits, minimize risk, and take advantage of those situations when you're in them. Guys, there you go. There's some strategies on using the Kelly criterion to maximize the edge that you have mathematically and the tools you can use at OddsJam. Again, I'm not a big proponent of the flat betting. I think at that point you're just based upon units, and the problem with that is in some bets you might be minus 130, minus 140, 145, 150, plus 130. So it's a little bit different than maximizing the edge relative to your CLV and your positive EV numbers. So again, the third thing you could do is just randomly do it according to your gut feeling. I think that one's completely out the window. So I think there's at least a couple you can go with, and I highly recommend the Kelly criterion strategy, and be structured, be disciplined, and use those advantages in the math that OddsJam provides. So there you go. Any questions, leave them down below. If you have any other topics you want me to cover here at Bet School, let me know. Happy to help out. And as always, let's go make some mathematical money.